Hey guys, let's talk about this blade. This blade was my, I guess, knife of the month, we'll call it, for February. It's made by a 19-year-old young man from Spain named Fritz Haase, H-A-A-S-E. And the deal was for me to pick out or give him the dimensions of a knife for him to make for me. And I checked out what all he had, and this shape I've always kind of wondered about. I mean, it's a multi-angle convex grind, and they've always just intrigued me. I've never really got to play with one any until this one. And I told him, you know, I want a user. I like this grind, and I would like the handle to be as simple as possible. You know, natural micarta scales, some pins. And I told him to have fun with it, and he did. He done an excellent job. He does a recessed lanyard hole, which is right, you know, the hole is set under the scales. That is really cool. I've never seen that before. I thought it was pretty awesome. Sorry for the rain. It's done nothing but rain down here, so I'm not gonna let it stop me. The only thing about the knife that I can say it's negative, and it's really not a negative, is just I wish the handle would have been just a little bit longer. It's pretty tight on the hand there, but that's not, you know, that's not a huge deal. But I have, other than the handle length, which, you know, I was the one that told him the width of my hand, so it's not really, you know, nothing on Fritz, but it's 80 CRV2. It's 4mm thick. It's got some black liners in it, black micarta pins. But this dude is a monster. I've beat on it and done feather sticks and about everything you can think to do with a knife. I've cut food with it, not a whole lot, but I have boxes, rope. I work in a paper processing mill, so we do a lot of slitting and rewinding, and I used it to cut a whole bunch of paper one day, and paper will dull a knife in a minute. I mean, straight up, we use a box cutter most of the time. This dude is what we use 99% of the time, but the edge geometry on this thing, he done an exceptional job on. Because I could take, and when you cut paper or anything really that's thin, if you try to cut it this way, it doesn't work as well as cutting something, you know, cutting it at an angle. This way it'll whack that rooster's head off if he keeps up with his crap. But I used the crap out of this thing, and it was great. Like I said, that's well, it's a fact, because it worked great, but that's also my opinion. So check out Fritz's other blades. He makes some pretty awesome stuff. Maybe one of these days I'll get to play with some of the other stuff that he's got. This is the Wolf Pub, and it's P-U-B. But anyway, check him out. Like I said, 19-year-old kid, or young man, I should say. Who knows what he's going to bring to the table in 10 years. Awesome job, Fritz, man. I appreciate it.